Hi guys, Tracy here with an Erin Condren Life Planner video, which is something I haven't done for a little while. This is my third Erin Condren Life Planner. It just came last week, so I'm going to show you guys the contents of it, just for those of you who are maybe in the market for a planner and not sure what to expect, or shopping around, or just wondering what the Erin Condren Life Planner comes with. This is my third, so my first year, which was 2014, 2015. I had this one. It actually came with a different cover, and I replaced the cover halfway through just because I wanted to change it up. This is the one that I had last year, or this year, the 2014, 2015 year. No, the 2015-2016 year, and now this is my one for 2016-2017. So I'm going to show you what comes with it, and I only have these two out because I might refer to these a little bit to show you some differences between the new one and other years. So this year there are quite a few options. So when I first got my first year, there was only one option for layouts, and it was like this. So let me show you a page that wasn't as used. So this page here, I wasn't using it at all in November. So, and I'll talk about that in a few minutes because I do go through periods where I don't use it very much. And so this is what the layout looked like, and this was really the only option, was this vertical layout. So you had your numbers of the week across like that, and each day had these 3 vertical spaces for you to either do morning, day, and night, or some people would cross these off and make them be different things, like maybe meals or work, and then what I do in my life, and then just a to-do list, or whatever you want to do. And so this was the layout for the first year. And then in the second year, you had the option to have a horizontal layout, which I really jumped on as soon as, let me see if I can find one that isn't as used. So as soon as I had the option to go horizontal, I went horizontal, because this is more like what all of my agendas from previous years. So this year that I got this one in 2013 or 2014, this would have been my first year buying an expensive planner that actually cost a lot of money. Prior to that, I was buying $15 jobbies that had this kind of a layout, and I was really familiar and comfortable with using this. This is what I used when I was in university and out of university, and this is just the layout I was used to. So as soon as they came out with this option, I jumped on board and switched over to this option, and it's really worked for me quite well this year. This and it has changed, and I'm going to talk a little bit about how I've used my planners and how it's changed over the years, but I'm going to talk about that in a completely separate video, so stay tuned for that if you're interested in that. This year I noticed that there were even more options. So, and I don't follow Erin Condren very closely, like, even though I do keep a planner, I don't really follow the trends in planners and all of the stuff that's out there and the message boards and that sort of thing, or the Facebook groups. So I don't really know what's kind of trending or anything, but I did notice when I placed my order that there were a few more options. So you had the vertical that I showed you in this one. Oh, that's a month layout. So you had the vertical layout, and then you had the horizontal layout, which is this one. And then there was another layout that was hourly, and I can't remember. There's a little preview on the website, so you can check that out. And I think that the way that it worked is I think it was a horizontal, or I mean a vertical layout that just went hourly. It just listed the hours of the day along the edge. I could be wrong. I can't quite remember. But anyhow, this year, because the horizontal layout worked so well for me last year, I just went with it again. And so I will tell you a little bit. And oh yes, the other option is that you can get the colorful option or a color neutral option. And I went with the colorful option. And you can also get it to either start in January or run for 18 months, or start at the month that you're at. So I got the one with extra. I always do that. You pay $5 more, and then you get all the months that are left in this year, as well as all of next year. So if you do that every year, you're ending up always wasting 6 months of it, but I don't really care, because I really like getting it in July, because it allows me to spend August setting it up, and September I can get started. I always think of my year as running from September to August anyways. I sort of still operate on a student's mind, even though I'm not a student anymore. So anyhow, this gives me the summer to get it all set up, and this year it won't take me as long to set it up, because I will tell you that when I talk about how my planning has changed over the years. So for now, I'm just going to show you the features of the Erin Condren Life Planner and what mine looks like. So you get to choose a cover when you get an Erin Condren Life Planner, and you can personalize it. So I have my first and last names here, and you can choose any cover from a whole array of colors. The options, there are just many, many, many options. So there's lots and lots of different covers that you can choose from. There's certainly one there that will probably meet your tastes. This is the one that I chose for this year. The covers are replaceable, so you can actually take it off. There are little slits in the hole punches on it, and you can pull it off and replace it with another one. So in my first year, I only had the one cover that it came with, which I have in a drawer somewhere. I know where it's at, I just didn't bring it out for this video. But it was kind of nice. It was kind of nice midway through the year to change it up, because I used it a lot, and I was just getting tired of the other cover, and there was a sale or something, so I got another cover, and that was kind of nice. But now that I have a total of 4 covers, so I'm very unlikely to buy another cover at this point. But I love that they haven't, it's a standard size, so you could easily use a previous year's cover any other year, as long as they keep making them the same size. So the covers are like a very heavy laminated, and look, you might think that it might fall apart because that cover can come off, but look, it's really not coming apart at all. I'm like shaking it. You can hang it by the cover, and the cover will not pop off unless if you want to. You basically have to kind of like twist it like that in order to get it to come off. So it's very heavy duty, it's laminated, and I've never had a problem with the lamination coming apart. As you can see, this is my 3rd one. This one was on my calendar for a full 12 months, and there's no problem with it for mine. I don't know, I've seen that maybe some other people might have had trouble with that, but I have never, and this is my other cover, which was really only on for 6 months. But anyhow, I've never had a trouble with the covers. And the spiral binding is very heavy duty, like it's a very thick, heavy metal. It's not plastic, it's metal. And you have different options for the spiral binding this year. In other years, I think the only options were either gold or silver. And I think there's some other option this year too. I'm not sure what it is, but anyhow, I just went with the standard binding because I think it was the cheapest. So you've got the binding, you've got the cover, which is great. And then when you open it up, you have this vellum sheet that has some watercolor on it. It's really pretty. I love the vellum cover sheet. And the new thing this year is that the inside cover has, like, you could use this for a little dashboard. So other covers, the inside covers were plain last year, and then the year before it said "This is my life," and it had a place where you could put something. And the nice thing about this laminated cover is that you can use a dry erase marker here if you wanted to put something temporary here, or you could put some post-it notes on here and have a little dashboard. Like I have a dashboard here that I actually bought from Erin Condren, but you could easily make these. It came with all of these little post-it note stacks already attached to it, and it just clips in like this and clips out like that. And so I might just stick this in my new one because I didn't use them all. I will show you what else comes in the book as well, but first I'm just going to show you the planner. So you have this title page here that says "On the Go Life Planner Horizontal Layout. This is my life," and it's a place for you to put your name and phone number in case it's found. And then this beautiful page with these 2 quotes. It says, "Everything you know was once unknown, and make room for good things to begin." And the sections of the Life Planner are divided with these tabs, and the tabs are laminated, which makes them very tough. And you'll notice that in my old planners, none of the tabs have been ruined despite lots of use. the tabs hold up really, really well because they're laminated. So you can flip through it and they just pop right back. Like they're not going to get permanently bent unless if you really like work to permanently bend them, or if you really, I guess if you were really rough with it, it would probably bend, but normal use, it's not going to get wrecked or anything. So the tabs are nice. The other nice thing about the tabbed pages is because they take a little bit more wear and tear because you're going to get the month, like July, for example. I'm handling that page more than I'm handling the pages in between July. And so all of the pages that have tabs, not only are the tabs laminated, but also they're laminated right along where the hole punching is, and that just reinforces it and gives it a little bit more strength, so it's not going to break or rip with lots of use. So you can really use your planner and not worry too much about it getting all shabby looking. So there's that page and the tab again for the year. And then this shows you 2016, 2017, and then this is where the spread of the year goes. So we have the rest of 2016 right here, July, August, September, and through to December, and then we have January of 2017 and the entire year of 2017. It's nice to have a full year at a glance like this for planning longer term projects so that you can know what days of the week different dates fall on, and so that you can plan and know how many weeks are in between this or that, and that sort of thing. So I do use these year at a glance pages mostly for planning longer term projects. Then we have these two pages here. It says your greatest success is believing in yourself, and there are these 12 boxes, and you can use these for anything that you want. So last year my idea was to use these for tracking books that I've read, but I didn't really do that. What did I do with these last year? Let me see. I don't think I ever really went back to it. Yeah. So I started tracking. My goal in January was to read more, and I really only wrote down the first 1, 2, 3, 4 books that I read. I have a goal of reading 12 books this year, and I've already read more than those ones there. I'm a little bit more than halfway, and we're a little bit more than halfway through the year, so I'm doing okay on that. I'm not great at remembering to use this kind of a thing, but it's great to have the option to use it for planning things. You could assign one of these to each month of the year if you had monthly goals, or you could use it for pretty much anything that you want. There's 12 boxes here. You can track reading, you can track your weight, you could track all sorts of different things, or just use it to write some inspiring quotes or whatever. So each month has a quote page and a note page, just a blank lined page. And then on the other side of this tabbed page is the month at a glance, where we have just the month laid out across a 2-page spread with the little squares, and it notes any major holidays. It looks like mostly American holidays. It says Independence Day and Ramadan ends, but it doesn't say the Canada Day there. And it has the phases of the moon. And then it also has a section over here that says goals and to-dos, and it's just a lined area that you could use for goals, or you could use it for whatever you'd like to. And then the weekly pages begin on the other side of that month at a glance page. So here we have the first week in July, which actually includes the last part of the last week in June. And so because the month switches midway through the week, the blue pages start here because blue is July, teal is for June, and so these first days are in teal. So each month is color coordinated, which I really love because I do think of many aspects of my work happen in monthly chunks. And so for me, when I'm flipping through trying to conceptualize how much time I have to do certain things or how much in advance I am, it's easy for me to kind of look through, and as I switch colors, I know, okay, that's a month later than these pages. So I find it really helpful to have the months color coordinated like that. And I really like that if the first had fallen here, this is where the blue would start. So it's not just page by page, it's day by day. And you'll see that when I probably come to the month of August. So the week looks like this. You have the month of June right there, and then the month of July here, just because this happens to be a week that includes both, but here normally you'll have it like this. The one thing that I don't like about the Erin Condren Planner that I really wish they would change is that they don't have the little month at a glance up here, which I really, really love. And I think they had it 2 years ago, but they don't have it anymore now. So let's see. Yes, so 2 years ago, they used to have the month at a glance right up here in the corner, and I used to use that a lot. And so I miss that. It wasn't in the calendar of this year, I'm pretty sure, because I remember missing it. Yeah, it wasn't. So I miss that feature, but I can live without it, and partly because it's easier to live without it because I use my calendar in a different way now than I used to, so I don't miss it quite as much as I once did, but it was something that I missed. So each day is set out with a horizontal layout in this example. So each day has this large lined section and then a little unlined section. And I really like the difference. I used to put timed appointments in here and then just a list of to-do things that could be done anytime right here. And so I like having two different places to put my information. And then at the end of the week on Sunday, you have this section here of notes, and then also this little thankful thought, which is really great for if you're doing any kind of gratitude journaling. It's nice to have it right in your journal where you keep everything else. You could use this for journaling here. One way that I've thought about using my Erin Condren planner is to have kind of work stuff here and personal stuff here, or to have self-care things here, so like exercise and you know, appointments that I need for myself, like pampering myself or doing my nails and that sort of thing would be in here. So this would be all kind of like lifestyle stuff, and then this would be tasks that I have to do through the day. There's a lot of different ways that you can use these pages. They're really flexible. And yeah, so the whole month goes like that. The calendar does come with a clear ruler that pops out pretty easily, like that. It has this cute design, and it's mostly see-through, so it doesn't cover up any of the important information. So if you had your calendar all filled in, you're not going to cover parts of it when you have your ruler laid out like that. So you get a ruler that you can just move along with you to mark your week, the week that you're at. So right now we're actually still in this week, but I just have my ruler set for this week because I'm going to start using it on Monday. And then you have all of your week spreads for the month, right up until the last full week of that month, which in this case it goes straight to the 31st. And then you turn the page and you have your next month. So like in July, you have your notes, you have your quote, motivation comes from within, then you have your 2-page month at a glance spread, and then you flip the page, and that's where August starts. And August is all yellow. It's laid out exactly the same, all the way to the last full week of August, and then we turn the page. September is purple, so we have a purple notes page, a purple quote, and then we have September at a glance, and then here we have the last 3 days of August, and then the first day of September starts right here. And it continues like this through October, which is orange, and November, which is a lighter blue, and December, which is green, January, which is this oceany blue. It's like like island indigo in Stampin' Up! Ink. That's a beautiful color. I love that color. And then February is a raspberry pink. And then March is a mint green, very pretty also. You'll notice that as the spring approaches, the colors get more spring-like. April is purple. May is peach. June is teal, and then the colors repeat for the whole year of 2017. So I'm just going to flip through all of those and come to the very ends and show you what we have at the end. So at the end of all of the weekly and monthly pages, so this would be December of 2017 here, we have some empty notes pages, and there is, of course, a little divider so that you can find these note pages pretty easily. And They are plain lined note pages with banners at the top. You could use a different page for a different topic or use them for whatever you want. And they are colored, different colors that you see elsewhere in the planner. And then we have some graph paper, which I love because as a scrapbooker, I often want to draw out squares and do sketches and whatnot. And then we have some plain paper with no lines and no grids, and they have these watercolor type splotches at the top. Then we have 2018 at a glance, and we have this area down here, which is for planning the next year. So this is a really great place for putting anything that you don't want to forget to put in your next agenda as that crossover period starts to approach, and you think, oh, I don't want to bother putting that in my old planner because I know I'll have a new planner before that date comes. You can put it right here so that you will remember to put it in your new planner. Then this is just basically an ad for erincondren.com, asking you to get social and to tag them, use their hashtags. Then we have these stickers that come in the planner. So we get a set of these colored stickers, and these are, I will show you what they look like in use in my old one, but these are kind of rounded corner stickers, so I'll just take this sale one to show you. They're removable, so that means that if you change your mind about where you want to put it, you can pick it up and move it. And there's ones that say, lots that say game, lots that say day off, hair appointment, dentist appointment, sale, doctor's appointment, concerts, mani-pedis, party, vacation, and lots of vacations. Then we have some blank ones. Again, these are colors that coordinate with the months that we've already seen. We have a whole page of birthday ones, and these are little flagged banners this year, so it's a little bit different than previous years. Looks like that. And then we have some bannered plain ones too. Fishtail type banners. Just like that. Then they did change the pocket this year. So last year the pocket looked like this, and it had, like, the pocket was also punched on both sides. And so in this case, the pocket only goes to here. This piece of the pocket is not attached and not punched, and I think that if you use this a lot, mine have never done this, but I'm guessing that if you use this a lot, these would probably start to break or show some wear. So they've just designed this now so that this is just a slip-in pocket, and you don't have to worry about not pulling it out because it works that way. Then on the other side, we have this pouch that you can stick things in. And this is very new. This was not like this in previous years, so that's nice. And then, of course, the back cover is just as sturdy as the front cover, and it has another blank space that you can. So that's my Erin Condren Life Planner for the 2016-2017 year. I love it, and I'm excited to use it. Every Erin Condren Life Planner also comes with one of these perpetual calendars, which allows you to put in people's birthdays or any important days that are repeated from year to year. It also includes some of the holidays as well, and it fits right inside of here. It fits in there, and it also fits in here. I always take mine out because as soon as I put everybody's birthdays in, I don't really need to refer to this anymore. So I just leave mine in a common place. And if you've had one, if you've had Erin Condren planners multiple years, you will already have one of these from another year that already has your dates in it. So you might not even need this at all, but every Erin Condren planner does come with one. And then I also got this this postcard. It's just like a little motivational quote. It says, "Be bold, be strong, fight on." And it's a little postcard that you could send to somebody, but I will probably use it in my project life because it is 4x6. And then there's also this sticker that says, "Be you." It's an orange scalloped circle sticker. It's cute. I'll probably put that on a parcel that I send out to someone. And in previous years, we have had a little, did I take it out of this one? Yeah, I did. I took it out of this one. In previous years, we have had a little pouch like this, and they usually come in the back, but what I do is I take off both of my covers and then I flip it around to the front because I just prefer it to be in the front. I'm not entirely sure why. So, and in the pouch you can put all sorts of different things. This is something that I bought separate, so this does not come with an Erin Condren Life Planner, but it is a nice accessory. So, but these used to come with it, but now instead of having it in there already, we get a pouch that doesn't have any way to attach. However, you can use one of these coil clips that are included. So we get a large coil clip. So what you would do is you just pull this out and you can attach this to your little pouch, and then it can come in or out of the book as you like. I am probably not going to do that because my book does not go anywhere anymore. Although I'll keep it because I might change my mind. I have changed the way that I use my Erin Condren Life Planner several times over the 2.5 years that I've been using it. So I might change my mind. So I will hang on to that. But for now, that's not something that I plan to do. In fact, I don't plan to use this at all. If you had an Erin Condren Life Planner from previous years, you could actually cut little slits in this to take this out, or you could just cut it off entirely, and then you could have multiple little bags that you could attach with coil clips if you wanted to. So that's the pouch, and then we have these little cards that are really cute. Actually, these are quite cute. You are my favorite person, you are one of a kind, and be brave. Little note cards that you can, I guess, give to people and write little notes on the backs of them. And this says hello friend, and inside are some codes for 20% off your next purchase. So one of them is for you to use and one of them is to refer to a friend, I think. And this says create, motivate, inspire. Oh! I love these. I actually bought some of these, so it's nice that they're giving some for free now. It's like a little booklet with the little tiny dot stickers. I was using these for a while, and they're handy to have. And then these are the shaped stickers, and they're designed to fit in the different sized boxes and squares and columns that are in the Life Planner, so they're really nice too. That's kind of cute. And it just tells you what it comes with. So that's what the Erin Condren Life Planner looks like for 2016-2017, and that's all the goodies that it comes with, along with the ruler inside. Thanks so much for watching this video, and if you're interested in ordering your own Erin Condren Life Planner, I do have a referral code that you can use. It's linked in the information section below. If you use that code, it will give you $10 off, and it will also give me $10 off of my next purchase. So feel free to use that if you're new to Erin Condren, and I do really appreciate you using my referral codes. It helps me be able to buy my planner each year. So thank you so much for all of your support over the years, and I hope that you enjoy this video and found it helpful. If you're interested in seeing more about how I have used my planner and how I am using it now, stay tuned because there will be another video coming that will show some of the details of what has worked for me and what has not worked for me, and everybody's different, so I thought I'd just share my own experience and what I'm using it for right now. So take care and have a really great scrappy week.